Greetings, gamers! Making Pluto is back with some more Spire 2 A10 Defect gaming. I don't know why, but I'm in the mood to talk about the world at large. I was thinking about sort of like medieval and like earlier society and its form of classes, and I was kind of thinking about and like auditing how far off are we from that really. If we get scaling, we will live. It's that simple. And then I was kind of going through it. So there's like the merchant class. There's like your doctors and stuff. There's like your priests or whatever. I mean, historically, priests, kings are usually up there. That's 9 damage. 12 plus 9. That's not enough. I think the dual cast would have saved us that anyway. Scaling. We need scaling. And you know, it's kind of just weird. Like I don't think the sorting is the issue. Cause I mean, like it's not like people just decide one day like, hey, I want to call someone a certain thing. I mean, that happens as well, but how it happened with classes is kind of just like those are observable. Like that's just what it looks like. I guess our scaling could be lightning. See if we get voltaic. Seems like a long shot, but I'll bank on it. Anyhow, yeah, and it was somebody phrased it like America is really good at like gaslighting people into thinking that they're just like millionaires in waiting instead of, you know, people struggling or whatever. And I think most people can recognize their situation for what it is. But I mean, I was definitely personally in that sort of area where it's just like, oh yeah, I just need to figure out the golden code and then like I'm rich. And it's a perilous road to go down because it feeds into your ego. Like, everybody has at least a little bit of that. And having a little bit of an ego, I guess, isn't necessarily a bad thing, because you gotta have something you take pride in. Otherwise, you know, your best aspects don't really get nourished as they should. Besides the point, I take issue with our ratios. Why have we been living life for so long and you still have so many people that are essentially at like the bottom rung of society? Like I guess it's more like a bell curve for how well people are, and the issue about classes is that they're relative to society. It's not like a, oh, you've hit this benchmark. Now you're with all the cool guys in the winners club. It's like, oh, this guy outran you in the race, you know, and that's where classes come from. You got outran. So they're never gonna go away. But the ratios are where I take issue. Because when the ratios are skewed, that means that it's not a natural representation of people, but you know, some something leaning itself a certain way, which is not good because it's not. I use this word very carefully, like naturally. I don't mean naturally as in like, oh, that's just the way of life, things naturally happen. It's like, that was a bad way to phrase that. My apologies. I guess like looking at like the real life example of what I'm thinking about is that like when things are skewed, specifically classes and stuff like that, so poorly, like no middle class, all that, the government falls apart because you have too many people up top and too many people below, and then the too many people below who are falsely in their poor class or whatever, they they rub two sticks together and it's like, oh my gosh, they're actually not dumb, and then bad things happen, which is kind of just regurgitating some old literature on stuff. Not that I've even read the literature, I just know it exists, and I know that these thoughts sound like someone else's. Which is okay. Not every thought that's not your own is a bad thing. A lot of good thoughts have arrived that are not my own. Anyway, yeah, so when the ratios are messed up, society falls apart because there's sort of this like bargain between everyone where it's like, hey, I want what I'm worth, and if you're not gonna give me that, I'm not gonna abide by whatever. So on a small term scale, this looks like quitting. This looks like breaking up with someone. Things like that. I'm really hoping for a voltaic, so gonna hope for that because I mean everybody wants what they're worth. Like it's very simple. In relationships, you need equity. In in jobs, you need equity. In everything, you need equity. Like that's just how that works. Anyway, how do these imbalances happen? Usually, it's from somebody who's actually in the class that they're supposed to be, sort of covering or like shoehorning in people that don't actually belong in their class. Which, sometimes it happens and it's actually like not the worst thing in the world, and the people who got shoehorned in grow into it pretty nicely. Um, Other times, um, individuals are put in spots they really shouldn't be in, and it makes life really hard for everyone around them. Suppose the issue is the vetting process for, who's in the upper position. And, this is still retreading old ground. Nothing new has been said. It's gonna have to be focus strike, because I'm not finding anything better. No capacitor, no nothing. Okay, I'm fine. But yeah, it's it's a shame. That's all I can really say about it. It's a shame. I'm not gonna waste resources here. I'm just gonna go for the extra strike. The extra strike is on this turn. So we've taken 9 damage to prevent 10. Sounds about right. Hologram even worth anything? Yeah, it is. All for one I think I like more. Just because it does damage. And I'm gonna need some potency. The one thing I asked for was scaling, and that was not provided to me, so gonna have to see what I can make up, see what I can freestyle. Should've just played all for one, it was 10 damage anyway. Upgraded Focus Strike. But yeah, you know, like why? Why is it like this? It's easy to blame things like money for disparity between like living quality, because I mean, like, you know, the more money you have, the easier it is to live and all that. Simplistically speaking. Mm, we'll be doing 30 damage because of miniature cannon. Yeah, that sounds about right. Not even gonna bother trying to math out a block there. There is no block. It's not worth popping turbo. I've been blessed with many powers, or many potions. Just don't give me all for one. That'll do. I mean, Barrage is still doing a lot of damage. Yeah. yeah, I guess I'm dead. That's rather alright. I'm okay. We go again. We go again. There goes my streak, by the way. I was actually on a 1 streak there. Yeah, sure. Let's go for elites. Really? Really? This is what we're doing? You're not giving me my freedoms. Oh, there's 3 here. No campfire though. Or no, it can be over. Yeah, yeah. There's 3 there. I think we're just gonna go for that. 3 over there. There's also no. No. Okay. I guess. Oh, I took the conch. That's why. Phantom compile driver. Compile driver is a weird first pick. No, give me that. And I guess turbo. Pretty fond of turbo. Hello, how are you? Knock up is always what I want. Just have a super offensive deck. And think about the rest later. Yeah, like this is great. It's 12 damage. Full block. 0 damage encounter. Fruit juice is nice. Never gonna be mad at fruit juice. There's not another compile driver. There's sweeping beam. Anyhow, I'm never gonna watch this video again. My thoughts on the matter are probably gonna change, and I'm gonna forget I even had these in the first place. But you know, it's all right. It's all right. Really trying to avoid a political phase. I know folks do that, and it's just a weird point in their life. Like I'd rather just skip the whole thing. Maybe it's like important, you know. I mean, I guess you gotta think about all that anyhow. Uh, I'm definitely more of the religious angle than the political angle. I mean, they interact with each other. Don't get me wrong. They definitely interact with each other. They used to be the same thing, but keep it separate where it has to be, or where it can be. Uh, this one lightning is gonna pay off anyway. Fortuitous. Frabjous day! Channeling a dark works nice. Not when you give me a hand like this. I was hoping to draw turbo. That being said, I can't reduce my damage taken this turn by any more unless I use a potion. Kinda hoping for Royal Capacitor if I can find it. But I never get it. Unless it's in a shop. I'm pretty sure it's a shop only relic. Makes a lot of sense when you phrase it like that. 110. Okay, so nothing was gonna go down regardless, is what you're telling me. Do I gamble? You would evoke the lightning orb. It probably hits into a useless target, but if it hits into a valuable target, then I'm happy. And you just give me 6 block, and then I can take mildly less damage. I'm gonna go big. Oh, that's what we like to see. And then you're dead. And I'm taking 2 damage, as opposed to what could have been a lot more. But yeah, the reason why I say it's easy to blame money, is because like that's the physical thing. It's not even physical at this point. It's the conceptual thing that we like to point at, or I like to point at it sometimes. I have friends that like to point at it. Some other family members that like to point at it as like the thing I don't have enough of. It's a concept though. Money is a concept. Yeah. It's the same thing with time. You're like, not you're like, but like I've said like, oh, I don't have enough time for this, or um, friends will say I don't have enough time for this. People will say I don't have enough time for this. And time is a concept. There's not like a physical time gremlin, and the time gremlin's like, oh, well, there's all your time. We don't know how much time we have, so saying I don't have time for this isn't like a factual statement. It's like it's a conceptual. Well, I don't. I can't make this work. Basically, like I don't think this is gonna be profitable. At least that's how I interpret it. Bag of prep would be great. I mean, we have 4 attacks here. If we get nah, let's just go with the guaranteed. I was gonna say about cold snap, but this is the most damage. 18, and then you would be 16. 10%. All right. What's 40%? 40. I think it does round up for you. Rounds up for the player here. Yeah, so it's 21. That was actually good. Good logic. Shall we begin? Yes, we shall. No damage was taken on that fight, and yet you give me Potion Belt for such a remarkable performance. See, this is what I'm talking about when I say equity. Where's my equity? It's an interesting dilemma trying to figure out what can be done in order to make people feel like they're being fairly treated. I think we've come up with like a pretty decent way of going about it. Definitely won't say it's perfect because uh, we simply have people that complain about it. I have Turbo. Turbo hits Rocket Punch. I don't really care. I haven't taken damage for the past like 5 floors, by the way. Put some respect on it. just in case the AoE card I don't have wanted to show up. I just had to open my mouth. Yeah, it's alright. Still not gonna rest. Simply don't think I have to. Leap is exactly the type of defensive card we use. In fact, I feel so strongly about Leap being our focal point of defense. It will be upgraded. Boost Away would be another good card. It doesn't matter dealing more damage, because I'm going to be dealing 1 damage anyway for the first cycle. Most likely. 1-2 full blocks. It is not full block. Why did I say it full blocks? There's Gunk Up. And we tank this hit easy. Now the next hit is not guaranteed to be tanked. I don't want to draw into something I might like. Yikes. Okay. I don't have to worry about that one. Should have ordered that better. Anyhow. Whoa. Discarding that potion was not what I meant to do. I don't have to go back, so I'm not gonna go back. Liquid Bronze. I have a special place for you. I'm taking Flak Cannon. It's the Knowledge Demon. Of course it's the Knowledge Demon. I don't like this guy. I would have rather gotten the Insatiable. That would have made my life a lot easier. There's a shop. Shop up here. I'm supposed to be the elite guy, but I'm getting a weird, like, not a lot of elites. There's a 3 elite path there. 1, no, 2. Have to get my eyes checked or something. If I just want to take a miserable path, I can fight 3 elites. I don't really want to take a miserable path though. Quadcast maybe? Yeah, Quadcast works. So does upgrading 6 cards. That would provide a lot of value to my deck. Would it provide more than Quadcast? That's a tricky one. Quadcast would be better for boss fights, but the upgrades would be better for normal fights. Uh, for better or for worse, that's where we are. So you can't do that with only 1. Gonna have to not really pick up cards. The upgraded leap frees its mind at night. Bulk up is what you would like to take from me. I'm in a weird spot where it's like, bulk up is good. Definitely good. But how good? I'm I still have faith that there's going to come a card that's when is the money? Oh, the money's like way ahead. I can remove two. By money, I meant shop. You see, like, I'm just gonna take the gold. I've never even encountered the event that this guy's talking about. Like, it seems so mystical and wondrous, and then you actually do it, and like, it just doesn't exist. Courtesy of an upgraded deck. Turbo did its job. I don't, I don't have to go back, so I'm not gonna. Normally I do go back, but it's not in that mindset. The idea here is just get as many dazes into my deck as possible and hope we draw Flak Cannon. You hate to see that. Capacitor I should take. It'll make you do more damage. Lo and behold, we should have enough money for a relic. I mean, 28 damage for 2 energy isn't bad. Would like more energy, please. Strength potion is nice. Cool-headed
You know, it's hard to get around without adding one of these guys to your deck. It's upgraded as well. Permafrost is really good. Flagon. I don't think I've ever actually ran Flagon. It's either bulk up or capacitor. Capacitor being one cost. Like, why are you... I would love to remove cards from my deck, but... You know, I simply got a better offer. Four damage. Not bad. Well, alright then. I mean, playing defends or skills next turn. Oh, never mind. That's next turn. You're dead. Kusarigama. It's a good one. Some more energy would be nice. It's a fair amount of damage. Genetic algorithm. I I think it has enough value. I think the value's there. The knowledge demon, he's here. Probably should have popped strength. You need to get out of that. That draw.
The bomb it is. To be honest, it's not the actual damage this guy does that I'm concerned about, and I'm more worried about petering out. All for one defrag Ice Lance. Defrag is good. Simply put, defrag is good. All for one is worse. Icicle Lance, I don't know when I'm supposed to play that card. I have to do something. Well, I mean, we're pretty good into this first boss, and I mean, the Teslas they might just be alright. It's just disappointing to not get a shop. Like this is prime shop. But if we go here, well, probably something like this. And let's just hope that our last fight uh, isn't the three guys that always like to ruin my day. But that'd be kind of crazy, now. Yeah, I think Runic Pyramid would be very crazy. Tragic. I'm playing all my cards. The 19 damage momentum strike is remarkable. I'll take the HP. Yikes. If Flex was popped, this guy would be dead. That's alright. Could just attack him twice and have him on death's door. Okay, or just kill him. The answer is not another gunk up. No. No is kind of big as a card. But at the same time, nah. Cool. Great Kusarigama. Watching Turbo just sit in my hand is probably the best argument for just getting another Turbo. Not really gonna be able to. How much damage am I taking off? Taking 10 off that. It's crazy. Oh. It's it's worth it. Probably would save a lot of HP if I played it out differently. Dude, like I can't I can't not play the cards. That's full block. I don't want to draw. Yeah, there's the reason why. Shuriken is pretty up our alley. Though I did like that relic, I won't lie. Give me Turbo. Tragic. I am doomed to take more damage than I would like, so I'm gonna play that differently. Which comes first? The relic does. It's good to know. Could have not taken any damage if I popped the Flex Potion, but was it worth it to pop the Flex Potion? Every time you exhaust, draw.
I like these cards. I like everything for the most part, except for like maybe Feral. It might be a hidden gem angle. Is there another shop? Well, yeah, this is a question mark. Okay. I think that's the secret sauce that elevates us to the top. Ah! Sweeping Beam is not a good card to hit. But hey, you had to hit a card, you did your job. I gotta do mine. You know, maybe it was just what we needed, and my complaining served nobody. Glacier is going to get the job done. Don't give me the three eyes. Ah! Sorry, I mean, man, that's really unfortunate. It keeps hitting Sweeping Beam. I don't know what its obsession is. I'm rather scared of these guys, I'm not gonna lie. They just find the way to do the most atrocious things to me. Again, I wonder if changing where it is in the pile does anything. I don't like having it all go.
Using all my potions on that sucks. All that for mango. Oh no. What cards can we smith? Yeah, nothing too crazy. Aeon Glass is probably going to be my more favorable fight. Yeah. You save more health by playing that? I mean, he's just giving me ammo to work with, so I don't have to get myself into something I'm not prepared for. There's nothing in my draw pile. Would you please give me the card I want? Oh, man. I should have emptied out my hand. No, actually, I'm not taking any damage. Yeah, sure, give me more. Oh, there we go. 15 times 9 or something? That'll do. This guy also gives me wounds, which is favorable. That'll do. Only had one. Okay. Don't think I'm in particular danger. I'm vulnerable, but not for long. The next turn. Alright. This is every time. Every time, okay. Bad order. Definitely a bad order. 3. 18 times 4 is not lethal. Yeah. Wait, I just have full block. I mean, nothing changed. Actually, I just lose too. This is 12 plus 25, which is 37. Yeah. You're scaring me with all that movement. $55? Can I block 55? No, I think not. My issue is I need turbo. Let's go find turbo. Turbo has been found. Yeah, and that just kills you. Yeah. 33. Should be getting out of this one pretty easy. Ah, all these useless cards need to get out of my deck. Triple defend does not do it. I don't make the rules. Oh, give me 6. Another strike gives me strength. It's sweeping me at the bottom. You don't like to see that. The issue is that I didn't play my bulk up. No, I only have one bulk up. $17? $43? I think I'm just dead. 46? 20, 22? I live. Live on 5. That's not preferable. Hmm. Okay, so I think our main play is gonna come from the second phase.
Keeps hitting algo. I don't know why. Don't know why. I don't think it was hitting algo the first time around. $16 times 5 is how much? 50, 80? Not enough. Not enough. Not enough. Why am I like short circuiting here? Like I'm having a harder time getting back to where I was.
It's not true. Intentionally playing different to try and get a better result. Might shuffle up the draw order a little bit. It's so fascinating how it keeps hitting that. Yeah, go for lethal. If you just let me play bulk up, I will play bulk up. But alas, it's never that simple. But why? I already used permafrost. And you drew that. Maybe I just don't use turbo. Maybe that's the ticket. And just take a bunch of damage. Now it hits Sweeping Beam. That's actually pretty alright. Sweeping Beam was changing the draw order in a favorable way. This is it. This is our chance to play bulk up.
28. 28 plus 12. Oh, we had to play Flak. I didn't mean to play that. Anyway. Ew, it's on Algo. $16 times 9? How good is that? Or 19 times 6, my bad. Wow, 60. 56. About half his health. No, I should have played Zap. Nine plus this gets us where we want to be. Just get out the deck. Ooh, turbo. Hmm. It's a full block. I just want this out of my deck. Or out of my hand. I think I've done it, and you've simply given me more power. 22 times 14. Huh. Well, I'll be darned. Alright, we got it. We got it, guys. Win streak back on 1. And honestly, I think this is the quickest I've re-gotten my streak. Like, I lost it last run, and like, I got it back immediately after. Pretty good. Pretty good gaming. Wow.